Comedy talk at its worst. It's the Lunatic Radio Show.
Let me tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. Now, if you know what you're worth, now go out and get what you're worth. But you gotta be willing to take the hits and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you want to be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you. You're better than that.
What up, everybody? LR Show, inspirational speech from Rocky. What, Chris? I don't even know.
That's Rocky Balboa, the sixth one.
Rocky 6. Wow. Very seldom is Rocky 6 referenced, but apparently you...
Actually, it's a very underrated movie, I think. I think it's a very underrated movie.
That's the one where he's down and out and back on the streets, raising the kids in the neighborhood.
No, that's Rocky 5. Rocky 6 is about him, like, coming out of retirement. His wife has died. He runs a restaurant.
Oh, right.
His son is now an adult, and he's, like, not into being... The whole speech is because the son doesn't want to continue to be in his father's shadow, and him coming out of retirement makes it difficult on him to try and, like, you know, continue to shed that. So
I got the whole synopsis now. Rocky 5 is you knock him down, why don't you try knocking me down now, right? And that's the whole nutshell of that one. Okay. It is the Lunatic Radio Show. I'm Kieran. That's Chris Atelli over there in the great state of New York, right smack dab in the heart of Manhattan. And this is the Lunatic Radio Show. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Lunatic Radio. Live number to call in, 718-690-9290. Go ahead and do that if you want to call into the radio program. I want to say thank you to all the listeners out there who went, again, knocked it out of the ballpark for me with the GoFundMe LR fundraiser on the GoFundMe page. All you listeners out there who donated, it is absolutely remarkable what you put forth. Honestly, I was down and out for the second time in 8 months?
3 months.
3 months.
I mean, look, it's a testament to your hard work. You know, people really enjoy it. I mean, they're so generous. It's amazing.
Yeah,
that they would do that. And you know, it sucks that, you know, you're in this hole right now, and that's why you played that clip. I sent that to you last night because it's, you know, you gotta, you know, whenever you're faced with shit like this, you have to feel, you know, like you can continue, you know, and you should definitely, you know. And the other options are, you know, you stop doing the show, you get rid of everything, you know, all that stuff, and it doesn't become an expense. But the reality is, it's like, you don't want to eliminate things you enjoy out of your life. You want to, you know, figure out a way to keep doing them. So hopefully, you know, even if this is just short term for now, this will get you out of this hole for now. And, you know, we're talking about other plans, and hopefully we can get the resources into the show where it's not all coming from you and taking up your time and money.
Right. Here's the Rocky again. Oh, wait. Damn it. It stopped playing. Let me see.
Or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you. You're better than that.
Oh, damn. I tried to get the part where he said when you get knocked down and you got to get back up or whatever the fuck.
It's at the front. It's at the top.
Is that the beginning of it? I don't remember.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Listen, I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is going to hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward.
Yeah, there you go. That's life, everybody. But I got to send my gratitude and thanks to the Lunatic Radio listeners, man. I got to tell you, I will challenge any radio program that exists. I get it. The Howard Sterns of the world have like 20 million listeners. But when it comes to the dedication that these listeners that listen to this radio program for some reason or another put forth and show me, show Rock, show Chris, and show TJ is unreal. And certainly within the last 7 months, the the dedication you've shown me is pretty freaking awesome. It is humbling. It is motivating. It is digging me out of a hole and letting me do what I love to do. Let me continue to do what I love to do. I'll be honest with you, this board sitting next to me is the most expensive thing I own, the thing I use to control the radio program. And that thing is, I almost tried to sell that twice because just to make some ends meet. And I want to just send a shout out to the folks who, certainly I want to send a shout out to everybody who has sent me messages over the last couple days. But I certainly want to acknowledge Misbehaving out there, the people who donated. John Liberti, who's a gentleman I used to actually maintain pools with back in the day. And actually the van we used to use way back in the day when we were younger is the work truck where I actually thought of the name Lunatic Radio. I was driving that thing with John one day. James Schultz out there, who texted me earlier this morning about how he's taken his wife to Venice and that he owns a couple Lunatic Radio shirts, and he was mentioning that his wife is very pretty, which she is. And James is going to be out there in Venice taking sexy pictures of his wife in Lunatic Radio garb out there in Venice on vacation. But James sent a monumental donation. I want to send a shout out to Team Left Jab Sam, who I'll be on the radio with tomorrow. Thank you to Sam for his donation. Jason Brakefield, Chris Brakefield, I guess they're brothers. Jake C out there, he is a ghost of the Lunatic Radio listener fandom. He doesn't really interact at all, but Jake sends monstrous donations to the program. Thank you, Jake, out there. Casey Hosford, a guy I know out here, and absolutely one of the legends of lunaticradio.com listenership. Benjamin Timmers over there across the pond in Belgium. He's a super supporter of the show. All you guys are super supporters of this show, and all you guys donated to the GoFundMe thing. And I assure you, hopefully from this point forward, I will never ask a dime of any one of our listeners again, as far as on GoFundMe page or whatever. Just getting over this hurdle. You guys helped me get over this hurdle, and now I'm going to press forward and do better radio shows and have a lot of fun and get some more, put some money back into the show and get some more shit going. It's pretty remarkable what you guys do. And you're the greatest listeners in this medium of podcasting.
And seriously, anybody who's in New York, free tickets to shows, I'll treat them like VIPs. Anybody who wants to come to the stand, just feel free to reach out and you will be taken care of for sure. So for supporting this show, supporting what we do and what Kieran and Rock have built for years. I mean, it goes without saying. I'm happy to help in any way, and if I can return the favor and treat you guys to something in New York, I'd appreciate it.
Well, there you go. I appreciate that, Chris. So, folks, you heard it from his mouth. The man that owns the Stand Comedy Club coming to Union Square.
Yes,
coming to Union Square. It's gonna be a monstrous comedy club. It's opening soon. It's getting close. Chris Italia.
We just did a pop-up show there. That was fun.
Yeah. No, it looked great, man. Ari Shafir on the stage. I saw Big J Okerson there.
Sal Volcano from the Impractical Jokers. Ron Bennington.
Bennington, the legend.
Yeah, Joe List. It was a fun night. And, it was our first litmus test. We gave away free booze and pizza. And
how'd the pizza work out?
The pizza, was great.
It looked fucking phenomenal. I saw the pictures.
It really tasted good, and everybody really loved it. So we had no complaints for sure.
I honestly failed to mention that to you when I've been talking to you these last couple of days, because I actually watched when you did that pop-up show at the stand, the run there. The place isn't even done yet, but you had that place packed out, and I'm so impressed, man, of how it looked.
It's a credit to Ari, really, because we didn't promote the event at all. It was all his fans. And he did a phenomenal job, and it was a fun night. 200, I think we had about 270 people there altogether, and some great fans. It was just fun. I even had one of my favorite hockey players of all time stop by, Sean Avery.
Wow, look at that, Sean Avery, the well-dressed Sean Avery.
Oh, you know about the well-dressed show.
Yeah. It's the only.
I'm gonna have him on the show because he does these really funny videos on Instagram about busting people's balls for blocking the bike lanes.
Oh, I gotta look that up.
Yeah, they're really
Is he still
funny.
play or is he retired?
No, he's retired 2 years ago, and he got traded to Dallas, then came back to the Rangers, and then I think he played with one other team, and then he just retired. But he's getting into acting. He's in a couple movies coming out, so he wants to. We've been talking about him doing stuff with us, like on stage and stuff like that. And he's just a really great guy, a really excitable guy, and he loved watching the show and being part of that event, and it was great. I mean, I felt really good about it.
That's cool, man. Yeah, I mean, look at the celebrity types you have coming to the stand NYC. Yeah, but you have Brooks Koepka there, the guy who won the PGA Championship and 3 of the last 4 majors.
I saw like the promo for the U.S. Open. Is it?
Yeah, the U.S. Open at Pebble Beach.
He's not even in the promo.
Yeah, no, he should be. He should be. It's all about Tiger.
Didn't he win it the last 2 years though?
Yes.
I mean, how do you
he should be in the promo. You think he should be in the promo?
Defending champion for the last 2 years in the fucking promo.
It shouldn't be like fucking Ricky Fowler or anybody like that.
I think they just like they're giving them the cold shoulder because maybe it's piss somebody off or something. I don't know. Is he a cocky guy? He didn't seem too cocky when I met him, but
they call his personality a dud, but I don't think his personality is a dud. I just don't think he likes to open up much to the cameras.
But either way,
he's a fucking golfer, man. What do you think? He's the old personality?
All you have to show in promos is his fucking swings.
Yeah, he just show him holding up the damn trophies he's won.
The trophy for the last 2 years.
Have him show a couple paychecks from the last couple tournaments he's been in.
I see like that. That's so short-sighted because Tiger's not the future of the sport.
No, he's not. But Tiger Woods is the greatest golfer of all time. And he's in the world rankings. He's only 4 behind Brooks Koepka.
Jack Nicklaus is the best golfer of all time.
No, he's not. Tiger Woods is.
Nope, Jack Nicklaus.
No. I'm sorry. All right, let me get some feedbacks in the chat room. Folks in the chat room, John Lamberti, Kieran introduced me to Rage Against the Machine, Our Lady Peace, Dipping Kodiak, and Wiffle Ball. Great dude. This is John Lamberti, man. Hey, he's a good dude. Shirley, Long Island, shout out. Miss Joe, sorry I missed that. Did Chris say something about an Impractical Joker guy being at the stand? Wow.
Yes, Sal Volcano. He's one of the Impractical Jokers, and he's a regular at the stand, and he will continue to be a regular. And he might even do some like headlining nights where it's just him doing an hour. So he's a great guy, friend of the club, and he's been amazing with us.
The stand NYC is going to be fucking gigantic. I can feel it because I know Chris. I know how fucking meticulous he is. I know how he runs a business. I know he's Italian. He's in New York. Shit's going to go right. It's going to be awesome. The old clubs. If you've been to the old stand, if you had a chance to go to the old stand, you wouldn't believe how freaking classy that place was. It was unreal. People raved about it. It was a great club, and this one's going to be even bigger. It's going to be great. I'm happy for you. I'm happy that the little pre-show run went well and all that.
Yeah, thanks, man. Again, seriously, anybody who's in the New York area, just hit me up or hit Kieran up, and we'll definitely set you up over there.
Yeah, anybody who's a fan of the radio program wants to go to the stand NYC, Chris will take care of you. Anybody who is a fan of the LunaticRadio.com show, hit me up, and I'll pass the info on to Chris, and we'll figure it out. And thank you to Chris for that, and thank you for the listeners, man. You guys are fucking real. Best listeners. This show is for the people and is powered by the people. We used to have, Rock and I used to have this slug at the bottom of our lunaticradio.com banners called Comedy Beer Smut Talk or whatever the fuck it is. But no, it really should be Lunatic Radio, powered by the people for the people. It is that's what this show is. And it's pretty remarkable. You guys are awesome, man. Honestly. I don't want to cry again on the damn show. So I'm not gonna. I don't want it. We're keeping my spirits up, but it's unreal. And I tried. If you folks are on the GoFundMe thing and sent donations, I replied to each one of you. I hope you guys got the messages I sent to each and every single one of you. None of you replied to me, so I wasn't sure if they all went through or whatever. But no one replied.
We don't want to talk to you. We just want to send you money.
Yeah, I know. No one replied. Said like, I got it. Okay, thanks. Stop with the thanks, Kieran.
John D. Noodle asking if the stand's open. No, it's not open. We did a pop-up event. We'll probably do some soft openings the week of the 12th, and then we'll do a grand opening on the following week.
Yeah. Also, if you hear some background noise on Chris's end of the studio, it's the talented and lovely comedian Bonnie McFarlane editing some commercials. Right. Was I supposed to say that or no?
That's fine. I wanted to address it because I know they would hear it.
Yeah, there might be some noise in Chris's end of the show, right next to him in the room next to you.
Unfortunately, she's in a room with like 2 or 3 other people, and they can't all put on headphones because they have to talk to each other while they edit.
She's making some TV happen over there. So the great Bonnie McFarlane's next to Chris, doing some work. 718-690-9290 if you want to call in. What do I want to do first? I have no idea what by the way,
Miss Joe checking in the chat room. She says if you turn on the waterworks, there'll be some more donations headed your way. Cry.
No, I almost did. I actually when I was getting a little, I almost did, but I did. I can't. I did that the last time, and I don't want to do it this time. I feel like it's just gonna be like Kieran's broke crying every 6 months. And I don't want that happening on the show. I don't want that to be a theme. We got some things to do on the radio program today. My brother called me. Apparently there's some wicked tornadoes happening across the country.
In Jersey, there's a tornado warning. There'll never be a tornado in New York City unless the world's falling.
Oh, so they're actually skirting across the country? Because I heard that Oklahoma had like 90 freaking tornadoes.
Oh, yeah, I was just talking about the tri-state area.
And then Ohio had an F3 tornado. Well, my brother calls me today. He goes, dude, the block over, the news was that it was a tornado in my neighborhood. So he actually sent me the clip.
It's weird because like New York has just been raining constantly. Like it feels like every day it's raining, and like not like just little rain. It's like torrential rain.
Yeah, well, that's it. The weather's changing. You got to get rid of all the stink of the winter. And then you get the water in, the things start blooming, the girls start wearing sundresses. Fucking, you go to TJ Maxx, you go get boners. It's gonna be a great time. Don't worry, the sun will come out at some point. The sun will come out tomorrow, Chris.
Actually, it won't come out till Friday.
It won't come out till Friday. Well, Friday's a good day to have the sun come out.
Check the weather reports.
So there was my brother called me Fat Kev, P-H-A-T Kev. He's not fat, but actually he is pretty fat. He should mix in a salad every once in a while.
Jesus Christ.
By the way,
what you say about me, Bonner?
I do not say that at all. It's my brother. I can talk to him. He should mix in a salad. It's Fat Kev, P-H-A-T Kev. He sent me a clip of apparently the tornado that hit his neighborhood in Fort Worth. It wasn't much of a tornado, but he was excited to send me the clip because my sister-in-law's drinking buddy made the footage. So here it is.
Well, guys, we're seeing a little bit of everything right now. We are in North Fort Worth. The National Weather Service, as you know, will have to come out. They will have to survey this damage to determine exactly what happened here. But the people who are in this neighborhood when the storm...
Now, you know it's not a tornado when they have to call the authorities to scavenger the damage to see what happened there. You usually know if it's a fucking tornado when a tornado comes plowing through the neighborhood because there's no houses anymore.
Right.
Am I wrong on that?
Hit are very sure that this was a tornado. So a little bit more detail now. We're on Oliver Drive. This is a neighborhood just east of 35W near Heritage Trace Parkway. You can see trees down, fences down, some windows are out. We see a couple of homes here, 2 to 3 homes that have more serious structural damage, including the one you're looking at right now. I wanted to take you over next door to a home where the family tells us they will not be able to stay in their home. They've been told it is not safe. Kim Poncare was here with her
This is my sister-in-law's drinking buddy right here, Kim Poncare.
3-year-old. She says she heard the rain, looked out of her kitchen window, saw debris flying. She grabbed her dog, her child, rode out the rest of the storm in the closet. She tells us she is grateful things were not worse.
We came out, and that's when we saw everything just everywhere. Trees down, the roof off. I'm just so thankful that we were okay, that the Lord totally took care of us.
Oh, there you go. There's Kev giving me the hard-hitting news.
Your brother. It's great.
I tell you what, can't wait. I can't wait till my brother starts producing this record.
Yeah. He's good. Grade A stuff. Right
Hey, listen, I got a dog taking a walk and he peed on the fire hydrant.
That's like my brother. It's like, hey, you should write about this. Fucking great story. You should write about it.
Yeah, RCJ did the best weather reports in the LR history. Kev is trying to take your title, I guess. Yeah, the original Lunatic Radio weather correspondent, RCJ. There you go. There's my brother with his. Apparently, he had a tornado. He's very excited. Not much going on in Texas, I guess. When they get a little burst of wind.
What part of Texas is it?
Fort Worth, which is fucking beautiful, by the way. I don't know why
Dallas.
Fort Worth doesn't get more acknowledgement for being a nice place to fucking live.
Well, it's definitely an upcoming city because I've been looking into doing a deal in Plano, Texas, which is 15 minutes from downtown Dallas, to do a comedy club there because they're underserved. The community's underserved.
Fuck yeah, they are.
They're looking for entertainment, and there's not much going around. And Plano is like Plano, Fort Worth, Dallas. These are the great area that's doesn't have a lot to do.
Although
Strange.
every time I've been to Fort Worth, I certainly wasn't underserved. I was overserved. There's a little whack joke for you guys. This is what you're gonna get. This is what you get here on out. Now I'm out of the fucking schneid thanks to the listeners. Now I'm fucking in the clear. I can get through another month. The lights are staying on, baby. Wacky jokes are back.
Any one-liners for us, Gary?
I was thinking of I was like, man, you better kill it tonight on the radio. Because the people did a really fucking nice thing tonight.
Yeah,
Don't fucking blow.
What do you got planned, Gary?
I do have some things planned. You sent me last week, Chris, on this Wednesday radio show that Chris appears on. Chris brought up the fact that his girlfriend has the cushiest job.
Just the greatest life.
Is
the cushiest job.
Is it the cushiest? How would you explain the job that your girlfriend possesses?
I mean, she does what I
believe last week the quote was, she does nothing and goes on trips.
Yeah, that's basically it.
And paraphrasing, but
I believe she has what is a very easy job for her. So she spends probably 4 hours a day actually working.
So to explain it to listeners, what would be a hard job for her? Tough one, huh? Tough one to answer.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to go down that road.
You might be in trouble at home.
But what I do know is that she has full control on the job that she has. And it's like easy to her, and she can, do it with, she can do what most people would do in 8 hours in half the time.
Right.
So she's got a very lax schedule. Sometimes she doesn't even go in until like 11 o'clock.
Right.
Sometimes she even leaves before 6 o'clock.
Right.
And to me, I've never experienced anything like that. And to boot, she told me recently that she's going to Greece on an offsite.
Offsite. We covered this offsite. Now, what does that mean?
What an offsite usually is
get the fuck out. You're fired. Get off the site.
No.
No. Oh.
It's a company does a team bonding event or a week of team bonding somewhere, but usually it's done locally. Like, maybe it's like a camping trip, or maybe it's this, like a, week at a, I don't know, a festival or something like that, not like far away. Like they're taking the whole company to Greece, to Mykonos.
Right.
Which is like this resort.
What is the name of the fucking resort again?
Oh, I just sent it to you. Hold on.
It's Daedalus. How do you pronounce that? Daedalus.
What you need to know is that it's not even a hotel; it's villas. They're like these private villas.
Daedalus. Let me find some resort music. Hold on. So I can so we can take a look at some of the.
You should have had that ready to go.
I did, but I just clicked out of it because I was trying to see if the Skype line was working. Let's see. I have some images here. of the resort where the off-site is going to be taking place that Chris's girlfriend's going to. Yeah, here it is. All right, here's some resort music. All right, stay connected to your screens, people. Here is the resort. Wow, yeah, this is definitely the music that's gonna be playing at this fucking resort. There's gonna be a bunch of fucking
I usually
Greeks.
don't worry about like our relationship and like I totally trust her and all that stuff. But let's call this what it is.
This is the kind of
you're in a paradise with fucking a bunch of other mid 20-year-olds, beautiful people.
Yeah.
Okay, they're all fucking great looking and in great shape, and have not been beaten down by life. Like
Right.
myself.
right. A bunch
So
of
it's like. So there's a smidget of me going, oh, she's totally gonna fuck somebody.
yeah, there's gonna be a bunch of Greek guys with dicks like fucking goddamn train spikes.
Forget about the Greek guys with they want to anally butt fuck you and all that. I mean, there cannot be a night where they're not fucking.
I believe those guys over there just fucking they go noodling with their dicks.
But really, what I'm
And the
concerned
ocean.
about, because when you're at a private villa, you get drunk and there's your other co-workers, so that you got like a bunch of dudes and a bunch of girls, and anything can happen.
All right,
And
here's
the other day she told me a story of one of her co-workers having sex with one of the males, and I go, oh, so it's already
yeah, it's just something I do on the way to the fucking coffee pot.
as a precursor to this event, to this offsite. They're already getting started.
Yeah, let's have a pregame. Just make sure you're fucking offsite ready. All right, here we go. Here's what is the name of the resort again? Can you give it a shot? I don't know how to pronounce this at all.
It's called
Daedalus.
Daedalus.
Daedalus. There it is, everybody.
Yeah.
Look at some.
You should post a link in the chat room.
No, watch your screen if you're watching the show.
Oh, okay.
No, wait, that is a sex doll. Hold on, that's from Friday Night Show. Hold on, here's the Daedalus here, everybody. Look at this fucking place. This is not an off-site place that I would go to. What do they do? There's no work getting done at Daedalus.
Show them the night picture. The night picture that's on the first when you first click on the link.
I don't know if I have that. I have
You
to
have to
I have
have
to
that.
preload these.
I mean, look at this place. It's insane.
Look at it. Look at the ocean you get to stare at.
How are you not banging every night?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I believe that room we're looking at right here on the screen comes with dicks. Just dicks everywhere.
So she's like, oh, we'll video chat every night. I was like, stop it. I was like, I don't even want to hear from you. Why it said. Because the more I hear from you, the worse it'll be, I feel.
Oh, there's the sex doll again. But look at the pool. I mean, look at this fucking place. I guess I didn't load all the images, but this place looks fucking phenomenal. Let's go back to the show. Let me get back on there. Unreal. That's an offset. That's what she's doing for work.
John D. Noodle says Daedalus is a Greek god.
Yeah, no shit.
Exactly. And they certainly built his kingdom.
Built this kingdom on pussy. Holy shit. This
So
is
what I'm
fuck.
saying to you is I'll be single very soon.
Yeah, no, well, no. You
Anybody
should
in
be
the
honest with
audience that wants to, DM me, I'm all.
you can always do that back channeling and try to get her fired.
I mean, the thing is, like, how could she not cheat on me? Look at me. Look
No,
at me.
you're a great guy. You got
Look at me.
personnel.
Look at me.
You got a bright
She's
smile. You got a full head of hair. You got the greatest fucking
Here's
head
the
of
worst
hair.
part.
Seen
You want to
in
hear the
fucking.
kicker? You want to hear the kicker?
What is the
You want to
kicker?
hear the kicker?
What?
She is turning 25 on this trip. She will be in Mykonos for her birthday. Things just gonna get lit, as they say.
He's gonna meet John St. Jacques
It's just gonna get lit, dude.
swinging his dick,
gonna get lit.
throwing it
Yeah,
over
it's
his
gonna
shoulder.
get lit. It's lit, man.
Welcome
It's
to
gonna
the
be
island
fun.
of love.
I mean, I'm fucked. I know it. I'm totally like this. I already embraced it. Like I said, this is probably it. I keep telling her, like, look, let's do this. Let's do this the right way. I was like, you want to take all your shit out of the apartment now, or do you want me to just put it in a store? Like I said, I'll mail you the key.
By the way, the title of this resort music is called Balls Deep. I believe they play it at Daedalus constantly on loop. Fucking Christ. I'm sorry, Chris. I just thought I'm just thinking of things in my head. I don't know. Look at
She doesn't
this.
even get my misery, about this.
I keep on going back to. There it
I'm
is.
like, I want you to have a good time, but let's, and deep down, like, go fuck yourself.
It sucks. Like you're in the hotel room, you get an option of the pool of the ocean.
Why don't you just come? She'll say, why don't you just join me? I was like, you don't think I would want to go? I would go in a second, but I can't. I got this stupid fucking albatross I'm building, and it's gonna be opening soon, and I have to be here. There's no way I can leave.
I'm shoveling money into my comedy club, literally pulling it in weird bowers and
I'm
just dumping
shoveling
it on
money
the
into
floor.
my comedy club while someone's shoveling their junk.
Right, listening to this shit. Welcome to Dallas. May I show you my penis? Oh, why yes.
The other thing about it is, how can I compete with this?
You can't. No one
Like,
can.
I was planning a vacation for like later in the year when I have some more time. Like, where am I gonna go? That's anywhere near this. Like, I could take her somewhere and go, and she'll be like, "What's this?"
Be honest
Like,
with you, Chris.
This is not what I'm used to.
I would be terrified if my girlfriend was turning 25 and going to Day Dallas, because that place just looks like where my relationship is going to die.
Come back a changed woman.
Start singing some Greek tunes.
In more ways than one.
Humming this tune called Deep Dicked.
You should play the song. Quickly search for it. Zorba the Greek.
Zorba the Greek. Zorba. Oh shit. Oh wow, that actually is something.
Yeah. Play that shit, man. This is what's gonna be in my head all week long.
Fuck yeah.
Snapping his fingers. And they're going, Oppa! And they're throwing plates on the ground.
Oh, I just picture like 3 fucking Greek goddess dudes just fucking circling her like fucking cobras.
And then she goes like this to me. She goes, oh, don't worry about it. She goes, while I drink, my friend, my coworker, Alexa, is going to look over me, look after me.
No, she's not.
Fuck you.
She's going to be dodging dick the entire 7 days.
Don't tell me some fucking 22-year-old is going to be looking after you.
Her name's Alexa. She's 22 and she's in Greece at Day Dallas. That girl's going to be covered in dick. There's no fucking chance. I'm just being real.
Like, so we got into it, and like she started getting upset that I was this up. Not that I was upset, but that I was just, what I usually do when I get into a situation where it's like, like I'm trying not to fucking be hateful. I start joking about it, So she gets to a point where like the jokes are not working anymore, and she starts crying, and I go, "What are you doing? You don't get to cry. You're the one that's having a great time." She's like, "But if you don't trust me," I was like, "Yeah, I trust you, but I don't trust anybody else."
Yeah.
That's the
God,
thing.
it's tough.
Don't you
man.
understand? When a girl says you don't trust, how come you don't trust me? It's never about the girl not trusting the girl. It's about every other scumbag that's gonna find every which way to figure it out how they're gonna get into her pants. That's my problem.
I would believe the only way your relationship would have survived if their off-site trip was to the summit of Mount Everest.
Exactly.
Because the rest of the people could have had a chance of dying, because apparently other people are dying at
People just stop
Everest.
going up. And then you find yourself alone.
This could have been her trip right here if the off-site trip was to Everest. Let me see if I have it. Do I have it somewhere? Oh, is that gone? This fucking thing sucks. Where is it? I had it somewhere. There it is. Look at Everest.
I like that Johnny Noodle's like, he's the father of Icarus. I'm like, yeah, this is just making it worse.
Race car Johnny checking in. Chris throwing the towel, dude. Yeah, this would have been a better trip if they all went to Everest, lined up on the top trying to get to the summit, like they're all waiting for a fucking one urinal.
I've been contemplating, do I send her flowers on her birthday at the hotel or at the villa or whatever? Will that do anything?
I don't think so. I think the guy's just going to wash his balls in that vase.
It'll just be a footnote. of this trip.
I don't even think they'll make it to the fucking hotel
What do you
room.
need the address for? What do you need the location for? I was like, security. I'm going to check security. I'm going to make sure you're going to be safe there.
Oh, your boyfriend sent you some flowers. Nice.
Oh, we have some delicious caramels.
Oh.
Here's a dick in the box.
Dick in a box. What would you like, flowers or dick in the box? I don't know. Tough choice. That'd be nice. Send her some cannolis, maybe like something with a Stan logo on.
Call it canolis.
Canolis. See, I don't even know.
Yeah.
Yeah, the food trucks at the top of Everest suck this year. Apparently, 11 people died since the beginning of 2019 on the top of Mount Everest.
Yeah. Stop climbing to those altitudes, man.
Yeah, look at this. Look at this one picture I showed. Look at this. This is to this. That's a summit at the top of this picture. I'm showing you folks if you're watching on YouTube. Like, there's just a line of people.
Yeah,
like, how the fuck does that work?
There's certain things I won't do, and that's one of them. I don't need to climb a fucking mountain.
Like, wouldn't you think the rules of climbing Mount Everest would be like, not everybody at once? You know what I mean?
We don't want to cause an avalanche.
Yeah, there's like one way up and one way down, so maybe we shouldn't.
This is how they do it. This is how they do it. And they take you up with guides.
Yeah, the Sherpas do this fucking climb in like fucking board shorts and flip flops.
It's horrible.
I don't get this fucking shit. I mean, don't you think if you got to the top, got close to the top, be like, this is all right. Let's go back. I don't want to die.
What are you really accomplishing? You climbed the rock. That's what you accomplished.
How many people have climbed Everest? Like, is it?
But now it's a lot. It was, one time it was a thing. Like, it was very rare. But now a lot of people do it.
Right. So I don't think it.
Especially now that they've set up these guides and stuff, everybody does it because it's so cool and it's a great Instagram opportunity.
If the summit of Mount Everest has become an Instagram opportunity, we're fucked as a human race.
Last year I was invited by this other girl that I had been seeing. She's millennial, rich, Jewish.
Yeah,
and that's why she was going.
Really? She was going to go to Everest and climb Everest to get a selfie.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Fucking
that was
Christ.
the whole reason. That was the whole reason. Her and her friend.
Do you get?
I don't understand. Like you're not used to that. You're gonna sleep outside. It's just like, oh yeah, now they have these really elaborate tents that you can, you go up with the guides, and they have these amazing, elaborate luxury tents that you set up along the route. And it's fucking crazy.
Let's see. By 2013, 6,871 summits have been recorded by different people.
You're still looking for the numbers? I'm
looking for the solid number.
Listen, Kieran, honestly, it's too many to count.
I know. I feel like it's a lot more than fucking 6,000.
I think they stopped counting a long time ago.
Yeah, because if you have a line of people fucking... Yeah. Literally, they're waiting to get to the summit of Everest like they're waiting for a hot dog at Yankee Stadium.
I mean, I went up Mount Etna, the volcano.
Yeah,
that's fucking weird. Like that's where I drew a line. I was like, look, I don't want to get hit by fucking lava. I go, I've come far. Like I got up pretty far up, and I was like, look, I don't need to go anymore. And not that I'm scared or anything like that, but why should my life end this way? It's not worth it. I don't care. I don't care about going up higher on a volcano. I'm good. I saw what I needed to see, which, by the way, it's all covered in ash and fucking fog, and you really can't see much. The visibility really stinks. So it's not like I was, it's garbage. You know what I mean? Like,
you're on your life and you can't see shit. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, I've come this far. It was, I did it because, the family, my family in Sicily, they wanted to do it or whatever. I'm like, I'm good now. Like I'm done climbing stupid rocks to claim I did it. I mean, who am I gonna brag to? I don't give a fuck.
Look at all these dumb fucks on the top of fucking Everest just waiting. Like what happens if a fucking a flash storm comes through?
It's all Instagram. I'm telling you, it's all Instagram.
John, the RCJ in the chat room, the food truck at the top of Everest must suck. Apparently, John D. Noodle checking in from Germany. Our favorite German guy, He says it's the local government over there just giving people permission slips to go to the top of Everest.
Right.
So it's a lot of untrained climbers. That's what everybody's claiming, right?
Absolutely untrained, but it's also to boost tourism for them. So why wouldn't they do it? You're signing your waiver or whatever. Like, they're not responsible for your death.
You know what would be a climb for me? Just going to base camp. That's 17,000 fucking feet. That's enough for me.
You know what's a climb for me these days? Going up 3 blocks. Exhausted after.
Be honest with you, I have to climb into my bed every night. I need a Sherpa to help me.
Yeah.
I'm that short, people.
I wake up heaving. Sleep has become difficult for me.
My Lord. Yeah. Fucking Chris V checking in. It's an Instagram opportunity. Yeah, no shit.
That's it, man. I'm telling you. And that's why anybody does anything. Like that whole, I know we brought it up in the past, the Fry Festival documentary. It wasn't about the bands that were there. It was about the Instagram opportunity. It was about them taking a picture.
That's fucking sad. You're totally right on that, and people in the chat room will probably agree. Everything's a fucking. I mean, when you go, you see. I get a kick out of watching like concert footage sometimes, and you watch the modern day concert footage, and you just see like the band up on stage, and it just looks like a bunch of TVs watching it. Because you see the people back of phones.
Look, I'm guilty of that too. I grab footage just for me though. I don't really post much of it.
Yeah.
It's for me. I want to come back and like see, the song that I like, being played live, so whatever. But, like my girlfriend, she says she's not like that, but then I catch her doing shit. That's all about the Instagram.
Dude, it's
all Instagram, man.
It's your way of life if you're in the 20s. Just fucking do it. Let them do it.
It has taken over people's lives. Like I read this article once where there's this company that bought a plane, like a first class plane, like with all like decked out with all loungy chairs and bedrooms and all that stuff, and people pay so they can go onto the plane and take pictures of themselves on the plane.
Oh, I fucking seen this. Yeah,
pretending that they're going somewhere.
Yeah, I've seen that. Shit.
It's insane. And the whole experience comes with like a makeup artist and a hairdresser.
Right. Yep. You get your all dialed up.
Yeah.
It's fucking insane. Insanity, people. Crazy. That's why when I'm 65, I'm gonna be fucking a robot because I want to be able to tell it what to do. I'm telling you, I'm fucking this thing when I'm 65 right here. There you go. It's gonna look a lot better because the technology is gonna advance. TJ the Mayor and I covered this on last Friday's LR show. So if you want to,
that's sad.
And it's not Chris. Picture this technology. That's a fuckable doll right there.
I wouldn't have to worry about it going to Greece for a week. So maybe I'm onto something, Kieran.
To be honest with you, if that's your girlfriend, it's going to Greece. It's going in fucking cargo, which is great. A lot cheaper that way. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, no, I mean, that 35 years down the line, that fuckable doll is going to look amazing. It's going to be like fucking Ex Machina. It's going to be great. It's going to be able to talk to you. It can go fucking get you a fucking Subway sandwich. I'm telling you, that thing's going to be remarkable, those fucking, and they're going to listen to you. They're not going to fuck with you. They're not going to be going to Daedalus on an off-site excursion.
And the robots take over.
Fuck it. I don't give a shit as long as they're blowing me.
What if they stop blowing you?
Then there's a problem. I think I'm fucked. I think I'm fucked.
They'll kill you.
Back to the old TJ Maxx socks. Nothing will beat a TJ Maxx sock. I tell you what, I even drive by TJ Maxx. There's one right down the road. I get a little fucking chub every time I go by. That cotton on those fucking socks is something to fucking write home about.
You're out of your mind. Dude.
I am. I'm happy today, man. LL listeners came through with the GoFundMe thing.
I'm miserable and exhausted. I feel like I'm bringing the show down with these horrible stories of my life.
It's all going to pick up, dude. It's all going to pick up. The stand's going to open up. By the way, speaking of fuck millennials and taking pictures at the top of Everest, apparently right now you can be diagnosed with burnout.
What's burnout?
You know, like you go to work and you're really tired and you're like, I'm burned out.
I'm burned out. I've been burnt out for fucking 10 years.
Apparently you can be actually diagnosed burnt out or burnout. Generally understood as reduced interest and productivity and one's work precipitated by overwork. can now be classified as a diagnosable condition, according to the World Health Organization.
No, here's the thing.
This is according to CNN.
Nobody wants to survive anymore. Nobody wants to fucking suck it up and go, you know what? I know it sucks and I'm in a shitty fucking place.
Right.
No, now everybody goes like, oh, I'm burnt out. I have a doctor's note and it says I can stay home for 10 weeks.
Let's go back.
I mean?
Let's go back to the great words of Rocky Balboa in Rocky 6.
Rocky Balboa. It's just the movie's called Rocky Balboa.
Oh yeah, that's right.
But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
That's how winning is done.
Now, if you know what you're worth, now go out and get what you're worth. But you got to be willing to take the hits.
Right, not get burnt out disease.
Really, think about that. I burn out every day.
Yeah, no shit.
Every day I burn out. What am I supposed to do?
Every night at 11 o'clock I burn out.
You know what I did if I called like my partners tomorrow
Hmm.
and said, hey guys, I can't do today. I'm so burnt out.
Yeah.
I go, yeah, fuck yourself.
What are you, one of those, one of those things we can't say anymore?
We'll just say it in Italian if you want.
Go ahead, because
Pinocchio or Frozio or something like that. I usually say Fruit Loop now, and that seems to be your.
Yeah, right. John D. Noodle checking in. It says on your chart you're fucked up.
He's quoting Idiocracy.
Yeah, absolutely.
By the way, the Idiocracy is becoming true. I mean, it's so obvious. Like where we're at in society in 200 years, Idiocracy will become a reality.
Oh no, it's so fucking dude. We're exponentially getting closer to that point.
Yeah. I see it. I didn't see it when the first movie came. I was like, oh, this is like an outrageous. But like over the last 5 years.
Oh fuck yeah! No, Rock and I have been on this tip since like 2006.
It's all coming true. It's all coming true.
It fucking is, man. Look, dude, we're pretty close. I guarantee you, a lot of people would fucking actually entertain Dwayne The Rock Johnson for president. They would entertain that.
Well, Dwayne The Rock Johnson is,
he's remarkable. He's fucking huge. He's built.
He's also an intelligent guy. He's not the same as what who the president was in Idiocracy. I would go a lot from
Dwayne Hector Camacho Mountain Dew. No.
It's like George the Animal Steel becoming the president of the country.
The criteria listed for diagnosing burnout are, according to CNN, feelings of energy depletion and exhaustion. Number 2, increased mental distance from one's job, meaning being lazy, or feelings of negativism or cynicism related to one's job. Number 3, reduced professional efficiency. This is all lazy. Just fucking lazy. This is an article in, mind you, I believe it's New York Magazine. That's a fucking reputable fucking outfit, isn't it?
Yes, it is. It is a reputable outfit. I think I can call it an outfit.
I know, so old.
What are we in the fucking 30s? Yeah, that outfit's a real racket.
Yeah, that dame right there. She's got some nice titties.
I don't know what to say.
I don't know, cans. What are they? Mammaries. There you go. Mammaries.
Yes, memories.
56K modem right here. 56K modem. It takes a while to log on. It'll come to me. I got some other things I want to do. I certainly want to absolutely acknowledge again the folks who donated to the GoFundMe LR fundraiser this time around. You guys are fucking tremendous human beings. I will argue this till my last day on Earth, that the people who listen to this Lunatic Radio show for some reason or another are the greatest, most generous fucking people. I am so good. Like my buddy, I remember being in New Hampshire when I was 18 years old with my buddy Polish Bob, and we're driving, coming back for some fucking thing later.
Every one of your friends have some kind of tagline. Fat Kev,
everybody's got to put into a box.
You have Rocket. I mean, like it's just.
They're all in a box. They're all in a box, so I know.
It's a real name.
No, everybody's got something. Like if I go into,
the mayor. I'm just Chris Italia. What happened to me? Why did I get a fucking name?
You get 2 names. You got clear. I call you by your full name. I don't call you
Right,
Chris. I call you Chris Italia.
I'm saying, where's my
What do you?
where's my name?
I see now I got all just negative names in my head. I don't want to do that. You
Call me ugly fat Chris.
No, I'm
know.
not saying that. Paisan Chris. What do you want me to call you?
I guess that's why you say my full name, because you're just trying to get my orientation into the name.
Chris Italia. He's Italian. Yeah. You know? All right. Oh yeah. So yeah, I was driving with my buddy. Going back to the listeners being generous and great. I was driving my buddy Polish Bob in New Hampshire when we were, young and we're on vacation, whatever. And he's like, somehow, Kieran, you're gonna turn out rich. I might have said this before. And I was like, oh, all right, maybe I'll turn out rich somehow. I'll have a lot of money and I'll be fucking flossing. I'll be going to Deus when I'm 25, looking for chicks on outside fucking trips, off-site trips. But I think I am a little bit wealthy, but in a different way. I mean, I started this radio show. Obviously, I don't have monetary gains from it, but I think the people that have latched onto the program have made me kind of fucking rich spiritually, honestly.
That's the gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah, it honestly is tremendous, man. You guys are fucking unreal people. I can't articulate it enough how tremendous I mean, honestly, I would love to call everybody that donated personally and talk to them for about an hour, see what's going on in their lives, fucking shoot the shit, fucking maybe have a beer over the phone or something. I honestly want to thank them in person. I want to shake every one of your hands. I mean,
Night, New York City, man.
Yeah, honestly, we will. That should be something when you recoup all the piles of money you're dumping into the stand, and you got some of that back. And
you want me to pay for a bar?
No, I don't want you to pay for a bar night, but I want you to allow maybe I'll call you up one time, Chris, and what do you think? Maybe let's
get a gathering going.
Get a little gathering of Lunatic Radio listeners in the greatest city in the world, fucking New York City, right in the greatest comedy in New York club in New York City, which soon will be the Stand NYC. So thank you to all the people who donated to the GoFundMe page. Let me mention them again. Misbehaving, the lady, the woman, the beautiful lady from Kansas, Topeka, Kansas, who's an encyclopedia of trivia about this Lunatic Radio show. You can ask her any question about this show from every year. She'll have the answer. John Lombardi, one of my old work buddies when back in the day, great guy. James Schultz, who is a tremendous individual. Honestly, some of the donations that he has left for this radio program are unreal. It would make your jaw drop. And James is going to be taking his wife to Venice pretty soon. He's going to be taking some Lunatic Radio T-shirt photos in Venice of his wife, and he's going to allow me to share them with you. So that's something pretty cool. Sam from Team Left Jab, I'll be on the radio with him tomorrow. Sam's a great new friend. I'm going to incorporate him into some of the programs here when it comes to sports and other things. He's a great radio host, great interviewer. He's a good radio guy. He's seasoned, which is cool. Jason and Chris Brakefield, you guys are tremendous. Love you guys. Thank you for your donations. Jake C., the ghost of this donation thing. We've never heard from Jake C., I don't think. But he's left some great donations. Thank you, Jake, out there. Please, if you send an email or something, let me know you're out there. Casey Hosford, my buddy out here in Arizona, he's a tremendous individual. And obviously the legend Benjamin Timmers out there driving the truck over in Belgium. Playing, it's great. Ben's always on his Instagram driving a truck, and he's got a camera filming out his front windshield, and he's playing the podcast a lot on his Instagram stories, which is pretty cool. So
remember when I went into an Apple store and left the streaming show on?
I remember that way back in the day. You called in from like California or something.
Syndication, baby.
Yeah.
And I left it on loud so everyone could hear it.
Yeah.
And I just walked out of the store.
Yeah, let's take you know what? Thank you to everybody, obviously, with the GoFundMe stuff, man. It's unreal. Let's take a quick break. For some reason, I've been searching on YouTube, and I fell into this thing of just looking up steroid era home runs. Like home runs hit by guys on steroids in Major League Baseball during the steroid era. It's still
happening now, so.
I know it's still happening now, but we knew, like, you can kind of put a with like the peak of the steroid era, you could kind of put a bubble behind it. You could put it like a circle. This is when it was. So I have clips of that, and some of the home run calls. I don't know if they're funny, but they're just kind of ridiculous because these guys are hitting.
Nothing's more ridiculous than John Sterling's home run calls.
But some of these they're not by like these home run calls aren't by like famous guys, but the home runs that they're trying to call are home runs hit by superhuman individuals. Like Mark McGwire. Mark McGwire's home runs are always ridiculous, and like these, I'll play it right now.
Always triple deckers, yeah.
They're always like triple deckers. Like here's one of Mark McGwire's home runs that he hit in Seattle. I believe this home run went 535 feet. It hit the back of the Kingdome, the old Kingdome in Seattle.
Oh wow,
yeah,
that's great.
Mark has hit 16. Where's this one go?
Here it is. Sorry, I got the wrong one.
And Randy nods no. Now all right, the 3-2 pitch to McGwire. Swing and a high fly ball belted. And I mean belted deep to left field into the upper deck. My, oh my, what a shot by McGwire. That is probably the longest.
I should point out, when you watch this footage and you watch these guys, like I'm so removed from watching those guys actually play every day that when you see them on old video, you're like, how did we not fucking notice this?
I mean, that honestly, the fucking bat looked like a toothpick in his hand.
And he looks like a giant robot. Just like a...
Hulking.
Oh, my God, it's unreal.
This home run ever hit here. I mean, it all...
Yeah, go ahead.
Netflix just put out a musical by Lonely Island, Andy Samberg.
Yeah.
A musical about the Bash Brothers.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, you gotta watch it. It's hilarious. It's Jose Canseco and Mark McGwire. And then like this whole special is like just rap songs, like funny parody rap songs about their career.
Andy Schultz checking in. Being from St. Louis, I saw McGwire hit so many amazing blasts. Yeah, I have a whole slew of them right here.
But the question is, would you rather it didn't happen?
I'm just amazed. Like, no, I was exciting as fuck because I was in college when that whole Sammy Sosa, Mark McGwire race.
What brought baseball back.
It did.
After that strike, they really suffered.
Like here's the thing. Here's the home run hit by a little known baseball player. He played for the Cubs, Glenn Allen Hill. Now, if you've seen Glenn Allen Hill, he looks like a bowling ball with muscle all over it. He's just a fucking, and he's got feet. This guy hit a fucking home run in Wrigley Field that went over the fence, over the street, and on top of a building across the street. Listen to this fucking home run call.
Hill at 246, 4 home runs. And
246, 4 home runs. You think this guy would have trouble making fucking contact?
10 driven in. You like the red shoes or the blue shoes better?
Like that. I like the blue shoes better. Way out of here.
And by the way,
What is that?
You know the difference between those home runs and the home runs that used to be hit? Those home runs, as soon as it was off the bat, everybody knew it was a home run.
Right. I have that in this slew of Mark McGwire home run calls right here. Like some of these play-by-play announcers are just like when the ball's hit, they're just like, oh shit. It's really just like that.
Mark has hit 16. Where's this one going?
Like, where's that one going?
Yeah, he already knew it was a home run. As soon
Yeah.
as the ball made contact with the bat.
Yeah, as soon as you heard the crack of the bat, he's like, that's gone.
Yeah, they were always these towering shots.
Yeah, no
never a cheap home run.
No suspense whatsoever.
Mark has hit 16. Where's this one going?
Mark McGwire. I think he got a lot of this one, Ray. What do you think? Where's it going to land?
Like, no suspense in the home run call anymore because you're just like, holy shit, come on, dude.
All right, here's another one. All right, guys.
Yeah, here's why. There's a whole bunch of them here.
155, and he's done it again. And let's see where that goes.
Like, he hits the ball so far, he takes the suspense of back, like the Chris Berman thing. He literally hit one, and this is, I forget the old great Dodger announcer. If somebody can help me in the chat room. What's the old grade? Vin Scully. This is Vin Scully calling a home run Mark McGwire hit in Dodger Stadium that literally was pretty much almost dead center field, and it went on top of the roof over the stands. Like, he hit the top of the roof. It was pretty much after that, it's the parking lot of Dodger Stadium.
155, and he's done it again. And let's see where that goes.
Let's see where that
hit the
goes.
top of the roof. Oh!
Uh-oh. And that is a fair ball. Out on the concourse.
Goodness me, oh my.
Like, these are home run calls. Like, there's no...
John Crazy in the chat room says Jose Canseco and his brother played softball down in South Florida, and they would just murder balls in tournaments. I mean, he's made no qualms. He still does steroids.
He said that after he left, after his 16-year career, Jose Canseco, he's like, I did steroids every year. Obviously, it was hard not to notice.
Right.
I mean, you ever see him in a Boston Red Sox uniform? It looked like he was going to rip that thing in half every time he got in. Came out of the
uniform. Remember, he was on the for like 2 months.
Fucking giant. You remember that home run? You remember that home run that Jose Canseco hit in fucking the Sky Dome in Toronto that went into the fourth deck?
Yes.
The fourth deck.
It's crazy.
The only thing above that is the fucking moon. God damn.
Well, now it's happening now and they're saying the balls are juiced, which I think is bullshit because the balls are not juiced. It's the fucking players. Why would the balls be juiced? Why would that happen?
Yeah, I mean, but it was so funny back in the day because they just couldn't hide it. I mean, Barry Bonds. Here's one from my Barry Bonds that I actually put on my Instagram page at Lunatic Radio. This is a ball he hit at Yankee Stadium, and he literally had hit it into the third deck of the old Yankee Stadium, and the thing was on the rise when it hit midway up on the third deck of Yankee Stadium. Mickey Mantle hit one that was famously that hit like the top of the upper deck or something, but it was like, it was a fly ball. This thing was still rising when it hit the third deck midway up. Like, who knows where that thing would have landed in fucking Queens.
Feet fairly close together, crowding the plate. The pitch, there's a long one to right field. Forget about it. This one is headed for New Jersey, high into the upper deck. Barry Bonds with a spectacular 3-run homer.
What'd you say?
New Jersey, not Queens.
Oh yeah, actually that is wrong. That would have, if that ball would have continued to travel, would have ended up
Yonkers.
It would have went over the Bronx and ended up in fucking, maybe would have hit one of the Met players at Shea Stadium.
Yeah, that's.
But yeah, John, RCJ in the chat room. Jose Canseco's Twitter is amazing. Apparently, Jose Canseco's daughter is amazing too. I'm gonna just point that one.
Yeah, of course. I've seen those pictures.
Pussy breathing. This is the part that gives the dick comfort.
I feel so unsatisfied.
Go ahead.
Are those voiceovers from my girlfriend in Greece?
This is the part that gives the dick comfort.
He's giving a tutorial.
She's talking about the villa. It's giving the dick comfort. I can't. I'm sorry. It's all I've been thinking. I mean, look. In the midst
is she gone? Is she on the flight already?
No, she's not. This weekend. She leaves this weekend.
Oh boy.
By the way, this is, despite all that's going on with work and like building this place and all this other stuff, and I just, look at this. I have this great bit of news that I was able to sell a show last week. Right?
Oh wow! Congratulations.
Yeah, it's just a pilot or whatever, but that's exciting. But I cannot enjoy it because all I keep thinking about is the amount of dick she's gonna get.
Yeah, you're literally sending her to Dick spring training camp. She's gonna get a lot of reps in.
You can potentially avoid
a lot of fielding ground balls. Shagging flies.
I can see her potentially not, navigating
coming
away
back. Yes, I can see that too.
And navigating away from Greek guys, right?
How do you not? I mean, be honest with you, those guys are fucking dreamy as shit.
Right, but what I can't grasp is how she's not gonna fuck one of her coworkers. That I can't.
That is gonna be hard. That's gonna be something. I feel like Greek guys all smell like churros too.
And she's like, ill. Everybody's in their 20s. I'm like, you're in your 20s. She's like, I don't want a younger guy. I want you. Why can't you understand? I was like, ugh. Because it doesn't make sense mathematically. Don't you understand?
Living ghost checking in. What happens in Greece stays in Greece, even including your girlfriend. Oh, you're so fucked.
I can't do this. I can't think of nothing else. I can only think of that every day. I'll make a joke.
You know something comes wrong when you go show up at JFK and she gets off the plane in a wheelchair.
And like this weekend, she goes, "Hey, you want to come with me to, get clothes and shop for her trip?" I'm like, fuck no! I want nothing to do with it. I was like,
shopping for clothes.
I wouldn't do it in the first place, but I especially wouldn't do it for that reason.
What you should have said to her is like, "Why are we going shopping for clothes? You're not going to be wearing any half the time anyway." So
yeah, I said that too. And she's been like going out. She's been going tanning.
Oh, fucking Christ!
And she's getting completely naked in the tanning bed.
Gonna make her look like a nice piece of fucking.
She's like, I don't want tanning lines.
Chicken.
I'm fucked. I know it.
Hey, let me ask you this: do fucking guys in their mid-20s in Greece wear T-shirts over there? Because
no one wears it. Everyone's walking around with their pecs, and their six-pack abs, and delicious V-shaped back, all exposed.
John RCJ checking in. Chris, she's going to going to club. Gonna take it in the ass chateau.
Chateau is French. I expected.
It was a good try. It was a good fucking.
I expect a little better from John.
That Miami sunlight over there gets you. I'm telling you, it has the Arizona fucking sun. I tell you, 56K bottom right here. This brain don't work too well.
God, I'm so miserable.
Let me play some fucking island tropical music to get you back in. No, not tropical. What's some Greek? Give me some other Greek
Zorba
music.
The Greek. Zorba song is a Greek song.
Give me some like fucking Greek music, like fucking
Zorba.
like
no.
Give me some pussy breathing Greek music.
They will be banging to that Zorba Greek song.
That's it.
That's it.
That's like banging a fucking My Way by Frank Sinatra. I feel like
that's all there's gonna be playing. There's gonna be 10 dudes smashing plates and dancing to that song, snapping their fingers.
Zorba the Greek. That's it. That's all they're gonna fuck to.
That's it. Yeah, and that's all they need to.
Apparently, Zorba the Greek was a fucking movie too.
Pussy breathing. This the part that gives the dick comfort. You wanna fucking ease the
Hey,
pussy breathing. You wanna fucking ease the section.
You refer to me as Fatty McFat.
Oh, you fuck.
The thing is, like, I don't know. That's right. Like, she's attractive.
Okay? I know.
So that's the problem.
I know that's the problem.
Like she's this dog-faced fat chick.
You know what's also the problem? Because I have heard hints of her voice on remember the Elaine videos you would send me?
I mean, I could send you a photo.
Yeah, and I've heard her voice. She's got one of those voices. She's got a nice voice. I'm telling you, a voice goes a long way. No, honestly, the one of the prettier women I've ever dated had a raspy, like smoking. Oh my God, I tell you what, she could have looked like she got hit by a fucking truck. I still would have got a boner. You know what I'm saying? She could have had a fucking welt on her head. That had 2 eyes on it. I still would have fucking unreal. A raspy.
Checking in with a zinger. They're not gonna be smashing plates. They're gonna be smashing your girl. Thanks, man.
This the part that gives the dick comfort.
They're gonna have a smush room set up, just like in the Jersey Shore.
God, I wish I had a piece of porcelain in my hand that I could smash. Oh, here we go. Ready? This is what it's gonna sound like. I'm actually gonna break a cup for the sake of a fucking joke. It's gonna sound like what did you say?
Plates breaking. You should have did it with the music playing. What's wrong with you?
Whatever. I'm not a good setup.
I can't believe you just broke that cup.
I know. I'm gonna have to clean that up later.
You sacrificed the cup for the show.
Yes, absolutely. I gotta make the jokes for the people.
No expense.
Spare no expense.
Now he's gonna be drinking coffee from his hands.
I've had that. I've had that cup for 2 years.
Let you break the cup.
I don't know. I just spilled half the drink on me too.
I know you don't have a lot of cups in that place because I've been there.
One down.
You got maybe like 2 cups left.
That was one of my better mugs. Son of a bitch. Oh well.
You broke the mug. That's hilarious.
56K modem. Honey, how was your trip? Fantastic.
Oh, I will not ask one question about the trip. Get that shit out of your mind. When she comes back, I'm gonna know. And I also don't want to ask any questions. I'm not gonna say, "Hey, how was?" I know you had an amazing time. I don't want to hear any stories.
So you're going with that don't ask, don't tell policy when your girlfriend...
No, I'm going to pack up whatever she's got at the place and just have it ready, you know?
So you're taking your shit when you come back from your trip, or are you staying?
Because she's not good at covering anything up. She's not. You know, she weighs everything. If she does something, it all she wears it, you know. And so when she's done something that upsets me in the past, like I know immediately.
Let's see. Navy pilots spotted UFOs flying at hypersonic speeds. This apparently in 2014 and 15.
That's clickbait. Come on, that's clickbait.
Is it the pilot? I feel like every couple months we get fucking a bunch of slew of UFO sighting shit.
Yeah. Guess what? There's people watching us from other planets.
No visible engines on these crafts or exhaust
How the
plumes.
fuck do you know? Are you up there?
I don't know. I'm reading a quote.
How the fuck do you know that there's no engines on the fucking thing?
These things will be out there all day. F-18 Super Hornet pilot said. Ryan Graves.
Did he buzz the tower of that F-16 fighter?
I don't know, but he felt the need for speed, and then he blew Tom Cruise at some point.
But I'm saying, did he fly by the flying object? How close did he get?
By the way, when's Top Gun 2 coming out?
I don't know, but who the fuck wants to watch that?
I do, man. I want to know if he fucking
good.
I want to know if Iceman and fucking Tom Cruise ever got down. They were wanting to fuck each other, wingman shit all that time.
Is this a fantasy of yours?
Not mine. Somebody else's.
Who?
I don't know.
Rocks?
No, yeah, I'm sure Rock would love to fuck.
What do you mean?
Where are we? Oh, we're doing the radio show.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, I can't get through this.
Well, you're
It's
fucked.
a bad place.
It's a place. Yeah, it's a thing. You're fucked, and that's how it's gonna be.
Honestly, I got the call about this show, and I was like, "Oh yeah, that's great." I mean, more work for me, I guess. That's basically my reaction was. You know how hard it is to sell one of these fucking things, and
Pilot, yeah.
I couldn't enjoy it. I couldn't enjoy it.
No, because she's going to Greece.
This whole thing is.
She's going to Daedalus. She's going to this place right here.
She goes so far to say, "Hey, if you feel like you need to fuck somebody while I'm away,
dude,
you have my permission," she said. And I go, "No, it's not about you giving me permission. If I wanted to fuck somebody, I'll just do it. So I don't need you to tell."
No, it's great. She's going to be banging in front of a pretty much floor-to-ceiling window looking over the ocean. Look at that picture right there.
Isn't that something you want to do? You don't want to miss out on that opportunity.
Yeah,
to
no.
do that.
How do you not?
Because it's on your bucket list,
Like if I was there, of course I would be fucking pants to the ankles, fucking TJ Maxx and the fucking shit out of that place. All those fucking socks, I'd be killing them in Greece.
I mean, I'm literally bringing the show down. I'm so depressed about it.
You're not. You're killing it right now. This is fucking the shit.
It's not the shit. I'm just miserable.
Once again, I'd love to thank Chris might need a GoFundMe startup too.
Yeah, I need finishing funds for the
You
stand.
guys might need to donate new girlfriends for Chris.
Yeah, that I need a new life because this one just isn't working out.
This isn't working out too well.
Oh my God, I'm so pissed.
Please, we're gonna start a GoFundMe, and it's just all we need is your ideas for how to find a new woman, Chris.
Chris, yeah, ideas are accepted, and nothing's a bad idea. So don't feel like, hey, like I don't have the right concept. No, I want to hear it. I want to hear it too. Also, if you have any advice on how to handle this situation, I'm more than happy to hear about it because I'm out of ideas. I've tried to joke about it. I've tried to, play it cool, but I can't do it. And I'm usually pretty good with this shit, but it's just there's something in me that this doesn't feel right. This whole trip, the fucking job, everything is so perfect. No, and I'm the only thing that's not. So that's the problem.
Trying to figure out if the fucking phone lines are working. I guess they're not. Damn it. Fuck, that sucks.
Oh, people trying to call in?
I think so. What's up with the fucking Skype in this fucking thing?
Gotta use something else, man.
No, the Skype works great, but it just doesn't load sometimes. I don't understand why, and I can never open it.
Use
fucking
Hangouts,
it's a cunt. Really fucking cunty. By the way, that should be a fucking diagnosed fucking thing by the World Health Organization. Cunty. Because there's certainly symptoms of that.
Cunty's a good diagnosis.
Yeah, it's discernible from other fucking things too.
And it's credible. It's a credible diagnosis.
Burnout is not a fucking diagnosable.
You're a fucking wuss and you're fucking.
Cunty is certainly pinpointable. Cunty is pinpointable. Let's go back to that. Feelings of energy depletion and exhaustion. That could be a symptom of cunty.
Oh, all the things on.
Right. Symptom number 2, when your girlfriend who's 25 heads to an offsite trip to find dick in Greece.
And you can't do anything about it.
That's a symptom of burnout.
Yes. Yes, it is. That is. That sounds a lot like what I have.
Reduced professional efficiency.
Yeah. But like, what are you supposed to do? Not fucking push forward? Like,
here's the 4th symptom of burnout. Do not want to enter Greek diners anymore.
You're a scumbag.
That's fucking hilarious.
You can't eat baklava anymore.
No, fuck that.
With the kind of vigor and passion you did in the past. No more souvlaki for you.
Chris is fucked, everybody. Oh, at least the show will go on. Thanks to all the listeners.
Yeah, I'm happy to know.
So she goes. So she goes this week, and she's back when?
A week later, 9 days.
9 days?
Yeah.
Did you say this previous in the show?
Well, so she leaves on Sunday.
The only chance I thought you had was it was a weekend trip.
No, unfortunately not.
Like somehow the flight's delayed, and they only get to spend like 2 hours there.
She leaves on Sunday, spends 2 days in London with, the London office, right?
Layover dicking.
All those limey bastards.
Oh, fuck.
Down, right?
She's gonna bang on the brick guys. The fucking accents.
And then basically the whole company is chartering a flight to Mykonos.
Unfucking real, this company. I swear to God, I mean,
what company does this?
It's fucking. To be honest with you, it's Charlie and the
Here's the worst part of it all.
It's Charlie and the Chocolate Factory shit.
They all make it seem like it's. Yeah, of course they should do that.
Yeah, like they're entitled to a fucking off-site trip.
Yes. Oh.
All expenses paid to fucking.
Yeah, like it's not like this is not a big expectation. This is par for the course. Par for. Like, I was talking to her friend that works there. It's like, this is, don't take this for granted. This is she's like, yeah, I guess, it's like not a big deal. And I go, how many times she's worked there for 4 years. I go, how many times do they do something like this? She goes, usually it's every other year they'll do a big trip like this. and then they'll do a small one in.
How much does a fucking trip like that cost? What do you? I mean,
first of all, if you look at that website, there's nothing less than $1,000 a night for a villa.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we're talking about, I don't know, at least 70 people.
Oh my god.
Okay?
Oh my god. This is a fucking couple $1 million.
Three different offices. We're talking about San Francisco, London, New York.
$3 million. $3 million.
I don't know if it goes up that far, but it certainly is it's a large sum.
It's in the fucking realm.
Yeah. And then, we're talking about meals paid for. You know what I mean?
John D. Newell, check it in. A friend of mine went on a company retreat to Spain.
Right.
But he's in Germany. Is that really that far?
No, that's not that far. That's nothing. That's like a short train ride.
I could see if he was like fucking, Seattle or something. That's a pretty long way. All right. Anyway, thank you to everybody who donated to the GoFundMe page. We'll start a new one for Chris to find a new girlfriend. Food poisoning.
You want to hear the best part? She goes the other day.
Food poisoning or sprained ankle could stop her from going. Go ahead. That's
we
Team
have
Left
tickets to see the Rolling Stones and Noel Gallagher.
Yeah, she'll be rolling some stones in Greece.
In the same week, right?
Oh.
In the same week. And I go, that's in August. And she goes, I'm just going to take the week off.
Oh, because she's
what? Just to see concerts?
They don't really need me to be there. Yeah.
And then, and I know we talked about this last week. She goes, we get a month. We get a month of vacation days. Like, a month of vacation.
Month of vacation days, and every other year they go on a fucking offsite retreat.
So she goes, why don't we use the days in between to go somewhere? Like, short road trip. I'm like, where do you want to go? Where do you want to go? See the fucking nation's capital in 2 days? I mean, like, what trip is going to even compare to what you're to go
Yeah, honestly,
to?
with you, Chris, I wouldn't even worry about it. Come August, you're going to be calling me up going, hey, you want to go see Noel Gallagher and the Rolling Stones?
I got an extra ticket.
No shit, you do.
It was meant for someone else, but
I know the story.
You want to see the Stones? It's
And
in Jersey.
you know what? I'll reply, hey, did your girlfriend ever come back from Greece, or she's still missing?
And I always watch this movie like at least once a month called Along Came Polly. You ever seen that?
No shit.
With Ben Stiller and Alec Baldwin.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen it?
Yeah, I think I've seen that.
And they go on their honey. He gets married at the beginning of the movie, and they go on their honeymoon. And she fucks the swimming instructor, the scuba diving instructor.
Oh, yeah. Have I seen
And he comes back to work. Then, like 2 days later, he shortens the trip. He comes back to New York, and he walks into his office, and his boss is like this guy. Alec Baldwin's this fucking guy from Chicago or whatever. And he goes, sorry to hear about your wife. I knew that woman was a slut the moment I laid eyes on her. And he tries to come up with an excuse, and he's like, "Oh, what are you gonna do?" And he goes, "No. She's a dime store hooker if I ever seen one." And that's what I'm thinking. That she's, gonna have sex with the scuba instructor, who, by the way, and not to name drop, was Hank Azaria.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I just started talking to Hank Azaria about collaborating on a project with another client. And I asked him, I go, hey, has anyone ever mentioned that scuba dive instructor thing? He goes, yeah, all the time. Everybody talks about my ass because he shows his ass while he's fucking the girl.
Yeah.
And I go,
Hank Azaria plays that Brockmire in that fucking IFC show. That's fucking
amazing.
Unreal.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, I was so happy because I got to talk to him about it. And he's just a huge baseball fan.
Yeah.
And, he's basically
a Met fan, right?
Really, yeah, he's a huge Met fan. He's like, it's really an ode to old time baseball announcers and how they would come up with this sound, But
yeah.
what happens when they're not on, broadcasting? And I just thought it would be cool that the character would never be out of character, and that's how Brockmire came to be. And he did a sketch on Funny or Die.
It's fucking unreal. It's an unreal fucking character.
Such a great show. It really is a great show. And he's a great guy too. So.
Yeah. All right, fellas. Let's say goodbye to Chris's girlfriend. We'll find out. Kieran will be back in New York within a month, putting an application in at this place. Yes.
Next week's show is just going to be me crying.
Yeah.
While she's up there.
Going to be all Greek related. Everything.
Maybe we can have her Skype in.
Loving it in Daedalus, whatever the hell it is. Daedalus.
Greek god. It's the Greek god of
Greek
love.
god. Greek god of love. No shit. Thank you to everybody who participated in the GoFundMe Lunatic Radio fundraiser.
Yeah, you guys are amazing.
You guys are unreal. And if you're ever in the New York City area and you'd like to go see some comedy, hit me or Chris up, and Chris will certainly hook you up with some tickets to the Stand NYC for your donation participation and help me out, man. It unreal. The LR listeners, the Lunatic Radio listeners, are the greatest podcasting listeners, the greatest radio listeners out there. You guys are the OGs too. We've been around longer than all these motherfuckers. They're all rookies to us.
Let's build it up back up and you know, fucking take over for the millennials.
Yeah, we'll take over for the millennials. We'll teach them how to be human beings.
That's right.
Thank you to Misbehaving, John Lamberti, James Schultz, Sam from Team Left Jab, Jason Brakefield, Chris Brakefield, Jake C., Casey Hosford, and Benjamin Timmers. You guys are amazingly generous people. Unreal. Be honest with you, banking karma for days. That's what they're doing. You bank karma for days, months, weeks, years for what your generosity you showed me today. Thank you so much.
Come up with something exclusive for them, right?
I'm going to figure out some. I'll send them all a signed TJ Maxx sock.
That'll work.
All right. We'll see you guys later. Final word. Go ahead, Chris. Quick.
I'm fucked.
Two words, but whatever. Peace, people. Thank you for checking out the lunaticradio.com show, and thank you for supporting us all these years. Peace.